Alright, well, I'm cleaning up this Wisconsin engine for the homemade four-wheel drive tractor vehicle thing. I want to take the oil pan off, and there was a bunch of grime and buildup, so I wanted to get it cleaned up the best I could. When I got it, the engine would rotate to a certain point and then it would stop, and you'd spin it backwards and it'd do the same thing. I put some oil in the spark plug hole and it got through that spot pretty easy. So that's why I pulled the head. I thought there was either a ridge of rust or something in the cylinder wall, or maybe something with one of the valves, but it seemed pretty good. The exhaust valve might have been a little bit sticky, but everything's good now. But I have a new head gasket and I have a new oil pan gasket, and I do want to pull the oil pan off, or the bottom half of the engine. I got a lot of crud out of there when I drained the oil, so alright, I'll work on this for a little bit and I'll bring you back. Alright, I'm back in the barn here. The main reason I wanted to pull that bottom half of the engine is to investigate that tight spot I was feeling. When I took the head off, I was expecting to find, you know, something in the cylinder, rust, or something with the valves. But that stuff was all pretty free, and it still kind of had that tight spot. It felt like something in the lower end, and I think what it was, where are we? There's rust on the cam gear, and that makes sense. Everything else looks pretty good. The cam lobes look good. I'm going to keep spraying that with oil and carb cleaner and working it. It runs pretty good. Anything that's left on there for an old engine like this, it you know, it'll probably be fine, but I'll definitely clean it up better. And then before I put the bottom back on, I'll drop some oil in the bearings, probably on the cam lobes. First I'll stand the block up and spray it all out, try to get any other loose gunk out of there. And you know, this is an old engine. I'm not rebuilding it, I'm not painting it, nothing like that, so it's probably gonna smoke. You know, you got to remember this was used equipment when he built this thing, and I don't know how long he ran it, so I just want to get it running. I think it's a neat engine, and that's what he had on it, so yeah, everything cleaned up good. I went through the carb. It was very clean inside. There was a little bit of water in the oil bath and a little bit of water in the float bowl, but I don't think it was in there very long. Yeah, everything was pretty clean. So hopefully that will run it all right. Let's see. Yesterday, let me get squeezed through here. Yesterday, I put a new tube in this tire. I started to record it, but it ended up kind of giving me a fight, and I just stopped recording. Once I figured out what I was doing wrong, it really wasn't that bad, and you know, it went well. I ground the rust off the inside of the wheel, painted it, try to slow that down. But yeah, I wanted to get that done so it didn't lean to the right anymore. Another thing, get through here. I noticed when I first looked at it, this little bumper, you kind of set your feet here. He's got a board cut that bolts to it. Well, he hit something. This corner was smashed up to the tire. You could barely get a finger in between it. And this one, you know, is not damaged, so that was where it was. And this bar had an upward bend to it. And when you look down, it was kinked right here. And the whole thing was just pushed back. So I heated that stuff up, pulled it out. I just did it right here on the trailer. I strapped it down to the trailer, and then I had a big ratchet strap going from different spots over to the vise. Of course, the tractor wasn't here, but yep, straighten that up. I'm just trying to fix little things that are wrong with it, and just trying to get it going the way that he had it. So, alright, let me work on this motor a little bit more. We'll come back. Oh yeah, I forgot another good thing about pulling this oil pan off. Look at the mess in the bottom of that. Okay, I got everything cleaned out. I got some new 30 weight oil put on all the bearings and the cam lobes and the gears. So this the oil dipper on the crank takes oil out of this trough, and there's like a little lift pump or something in here. I cleaned all that out. It's actuated by this plunger on the cam, so it kind of pulls the oil out through this screen from the bottom and pumps it up into this trough for a little bit cleaner oil, I guess. So this is ready to go back on. Alright, let me button this all back up. I'm kind of running out of time here, so I'll start getting it put back together and let you see where I'm at. Alright, there we go. That's as far as I'm going to get with it today. It's all put back together. Just got a new bottom gasket, new head gasket. Oh, the little tappet cover or whatever. The other day I did sand the points, and it did spark for me once, but it wasn't rolling over that good because of the rust on those gears. So I don't know. I wanted to get that taken care of first. So maybe tomorrow I'll be able to put some fuel to it, see if it won't run. I gotta clean up yet and take off. So, alright. Thanks for watching.